Can you just bring me a little bit through your journey?
Sure. So basically, since I was in high school, I always wanted to be a nurse. Took care of a parent growing up, and that kind of just led me to my career path of like, oh, that's like what I should be doing. And growing up, my mom's side of my family has a lot of Native American culture in it. And growing up visiting their houses, I would see crystals and be like, oh, those are really pretty, but I didn't know anything more about them. And kind of later on in life, when I hit some lows, because everything is highs and lows in life, I kind of reached out for something, and crystals were kind of there. So
That's amazing.
after being like a nurse for a year and a couple months, I kind of decided, hey, I need to do some more stuff alongside doing nursing school and being a nurse. And I'm in dermatology, so I have a specialty. I started doing content creation more regularly, and that kind of started my whole TikTok, Instagram, YouTube journey with that. But then the whole crystal aspect came in, and I was like, why don't I just start my own business? Like, why not?
Why not? I love that. I love how you say that crystals were there for you in a difficult time. So,
Yes, definitely.
for those who don't know the power of crystals, for those who don't understand how they can truly help you and be there for you in terms of energy, can you describe a little bit what you mean by that?
Sure. So I think the best way of sharing it is sharing how I kind of got into it. It was probably March of this year, actually. And I was really getting burnt out as being a nurse with the whole current aspect of the world. And I was having problems sleeping with insomnia. Like to the point of where I was going to my doctor and being like, I need medication. I'm sleeping 3 to 4 hours a night, driving an hour and a half into the city, working and helping these patients. And I can't help them if I can't help myself, right? So I got into this one crystal. It's called Howlite, and it's supposed to help with insomnia. I was on vacation when I found it. I was down in Hilton Head Island. I happened to just stumble upon the biggest crystal store in the United States. It just happened to be across the street from where I was staying.
Wow.
And I was like, that's a little bit too meant to be. So I found this crystal, and I was like, you know what? With my background of knowing about them and knowing how my grandparents like always believed in them, I was like, let's try it. What's the worst that can happen? It's a rock, you know? So I got into that, and I realized, and I started researching how much of the vibrational energy and like the chemical compounds that make up the crystal is so important for healing properties. So when I started working just with this one crystal, I got some other ones, but that was one I really connected with and the one that I needed help with. So I slept with it probably every night for about 3 months. I've never had a problem with insomnia since.
Really?
And it's literally like this big, like it's teeny tiny. And the energy from it is very soothing. It like calms the overactive mind, helps with sleep, insomnia, things of that nature. And I realized, okay, all these like chemical properties, because everything in the world is like a vibrational, at a molecular level, atoms, everything's vibrating. Electrons, neutrons, from our science classes, that all make up these rocks and chemicals. So when they all come together, they have a certain vibrational energy and certain compounds that are all combined. And when you set an intention for yourself or like healing properties, it has a physical connection to what you mentally want to get out of it, if that makes sense.
Okay, cool. Can you just describe that a little bit more for the listeners at home?
Sure. So like my intention was, I'm just going to use this as an example because I feel like it's easy to talk about with this particular example. I was like, I am going to sleep through the night. I'm not going to be able, because I was having this problem of constantly waking up every hour because I was really anxious of like not missing work, driving in, and like other things happening in life. So I set the intention of whenever I sleep with this, I'm going to sleep through the night. I would do that, right before bed. I would sometimes meditate before bed if I had the mental energy to do so. And when you set an intention, you have a physical thing to like put it into, I feel like it really brings it out and makes it actually happen, which goes into whole like manifesting that I would sleep through the night because of this little crystal, and it brings the intention to life, and you can kind of use it as a cross between the two bridges of, thinking it and of actually doing it. So I think that's what crystals, to me, kind of bridges the gap between those two.
Thank you so much for watching. For more insights, education, and all things doing the most, make sure to like, comment, and hit that subscribe button right down below.
That's right, everybody. Smash that like button and make sure you join our Discord for exclusive offers, tips, and a whole lot more.
You might even be able to come on a yacht with us.
Woo!